so tough. What gave you so much success tonight against that tough lineup?
Yeah, I think just got to give credit to Coach Yeski. I think he called the right pitches at the right time, and thought I was able to land my off speed better this week and kind of really locate my fastball. So I kind of gave me a little more wiggle room to get through the third time through the lineup.
Okay, you had a delay today. Did that mess up any of your preparation, or how were you able to kind of start so fast in the first inning?
Yeah, I think I've kind of settled down with a routine that I kind of works for me. So I think that through that I knew how much time I had before the game. So nothing really changed. I just kind of relaxed, watched the draft, the NFL draft, and kind of just hung out and waited for the game to start. I think we need a quarterback.
When walking off the field to that just ovation, just the atmosphere going against a team of Tennessee's caliber, how much does it mean to you to be able to play in a game like this?
Yeah, I think that's one thing I kind of thought about before the game, kind of just being grateful, kind of being in this situation. And they're a good team as well, and this is kind of why you come here. And, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
Was there anything that was said in that bottom of the inning? It was kind of a big inning for y'all.
Yeah, big inning, but we're bound for that to happen. It was just a matter of time, and just give credit to the guys that weren't playing. Just the bench was just kind of so engaged, and you kind of just knew it was about to happen.
You know the game's not going to start on time. How do you kind of keep yourself in it, in terms of preparation? How do you go about doing what you had to go out there and do?
Yeah, that's one thing I've kind of learned over my experiences. Just it's hard at times because you don't really know when to lock in and when to kind of ease, take a break. But I've kind of learned that the easier I kind of go about it and not really kind of think about it too much, just another day, I tend to do better.
Can you walk us through the last at bat that Greg hit for the point of it?
Yeah, I think he threw a curveball. I think the pitch before that, and I told Connor Ware next to me. He said if he throws a sinker, that it's going to go a long way, and he got that opportunity and succeeded.
We've talked about it this year, like the solo homers, just the one pitch you want to have back. Why didn't we see that tonight? What was different for you?
Yeah, I think we really worked on that in my midweek bullpen and just throwing every pitch with intent. And my curveball was a lot better today, and I think that just goes kind of to give the credit to Jamie and Yeski for kind of helping me through those situations. But I think that nothing was really much different than every other outing I've had. Just when I had to make pitches, I made pitches.
Curveball had a little more velo today too, a little more zip. Is that a good sign?
Yeah.
Get that up to like 80, 81?
Yeah, I think that's really where I wanted, and I think that kind of goes back to what I was saying with John. Just the more intent piece of it really helps out with the velo, and it's hard to pick up.
When going through Tennessee's batting order the third and fourth time, what are you making adjustments-wise in terms of your approach?
Yeah, kind of going through and kind of noticing where I got the dudes out on last at bat. So just continuing to kind of learn as the game goes on. That's something that I really enjoy about pitching, and that's that's why I keep doing it, honestly. But yeah, it's been fun, and I think that it's a good team. But kind of we put it to them tonight.
You pitched against Tennessee in that SEC championship last year a little bit. Tough loss there, and kind of the same situation tonight, but you guys come through. Did that loss sting at all? Kind of motivate you going into this game? Yeah,
I mean, every loss that we have really stings, and I think you look back to that game, the South Carolina games, you never lose hope, and I think that is what Coach Johnson does a really good job of, continuing to build confidence in our players. Bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, was 2 outs? Yeah, 2 outs, and Jared comes up with when you know it was going to happen.
Dalton Beck is a guy who hasn't played a full time this season, and he's kind of had this interesting role, being one of pretty much the only two-way guy on this team. Like, how did he sort of get ready for that at bat and come through with that big hit?
Yeah, I think that goes to show you the character he has. Been blessed to kind of be able to hang around him. Just you kind of know it's bound to happen with the way he goes about it every day, and just continue to get through those situations with whether he really likes what his opportunities he's getting. He's when he got the chance, he made a point. So I think that just goes to show you the kind of character he has.
Anderson again, great performance.
What's he like in the locker room?
We're pumped up. But I'm not sure what time it is. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, when we take off these jerseys, it flips the switch tomorrow, and we'll be ready. we got Anthony Einson, so I like my chances. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Just take us through the at-bat. I mean, what were you kind of looking for on that pitch?
Yeah, I think it was a 1-2 count. Just Coach Johnson talked about fighting, hitting the ball, hard and low through the middle of the field, and that was kind of my main goal with 2 strikes. Just battle, tying. The winning run was on third, so single would have done the job. Just get a fastball in the zone and don't miss it.
Did you kind of feel like you were due?
I don't know. I mean, I felt like I had been having good at-bats all night, so just kind of kept building off that and just had tried to have another quality at-bat.
Entering that inning, the offense was kind of a little bit of a standstill. How much does that enhance the moment whenever you're able to break through?
Yeah, I mean, it was big. Obviously, we didn't score for the first 8 innings, and I think we were no hit through 5, so, slow start. But, Coach Johnson says it all the time, there's no clock in baseball, so got to get 27 outs against our offense, and that's tough to do sometimes.
Jay had told us that he actually thought you guys were doing a decent job of just kind of getting it through Doyle and making it work for all the pitches he was throwing you guys. Did you guys feel that? Or was it a sense of just getting bogged down by not being able to score, even though maybe you guys were strung together so they're okay or decent at bats?
Yeah, I felt like we got his pitch count up. I think we took really quality at bats. He's a great pitcher. Tip your cap to him. He pitched awesome tonight, and he's done it all year. And it takes a lot of quality at bats in a row to beat a guy like that, and we didn't have it against him. But we had enough outs with the bullpen to kind of break through.
Seeing what makes it such a tough look for you as a righty in particular.
Yeah, he does a good job sinking the baseball at 97 to 98, and then that cutter at 93 going the complete opposite direction. So, he does a good job locating, good job getting ahead, and obviously throws very hard. So he's got to be down on time and ready to go.
For Dalton, how excited were you guys for him to come through with that obviously first big clutch swing to get things going?
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, he's an awesome human being, one of my best friends on the team, super funny, love being around him, and he just puts his head down and goes to work every day. So for him to get that at bat and to come through for us, to get that momentum back in our dugout, I mean, that's awesome for him. It's huge.
Did you think that you were going to come up in the 9th inning?
I always look at the scoreboard and kind of map it out, and I think I could have come up in that exact situation, 2 outs, 2 men on. So, yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking about it, saying this is the situation I'll probably be in and be ready to go.
Curiel had another big hit with 2 outs right before you. How have you seen him mature as a freshman?
Yeah, he's tremendous. I mean, he works deep counts, does a great job getting on base. He's gotten on base every game, I think, so far this year. I love hitting behind him, and he's a great RBI opportunity for me. And, he's very mature, does not play like a freshman or act like it whatsoever, and he's going to be a great player.
You also had a stolen base tonight. How many stolen bases have you had in your career? I felt like you had a really good jump on it.
Well, he was in the windup with the man on first, so probably a little hiccup on his part. But I was going to take advantage of that. So I don't know how many that is for me, but 1 at least.
Jared, Coach mentioned that there's been some things you've been working on behind closed doors, just in terms of just your approach overall. Is there anything particular that you've worked on?
Yeah, just staying through the middle of the field. It's kind of late and in between pitches the last couple series, whether that be late on fastballs, early on off-speed pitches. So really just getting back to picking a pitch, hunting it, and doing damage on it.
So much of the offense it can be kind of just things aren't going great, and then you got to get that one inning or that one big time comeback to kind of get you all going again. Does it feel like that kind of momentum swing could be on the way for you guys after maybe some up and down moments over the last couple of weeks?
Absolutely, it could be. I think tomorrow is an opportunity to go out there and have another game. I think the most important thing is we got to flush it and move on. Tennessee is obviously a very good ball club. They have another good starter on the mound tomorrow. So as fun as this one is to enjoy for me, I got to go home, go to bed, and get ready to do it again.
How'd you go with the idea to go into, not into the stands, but you were up against the screen there after you crossed home plate? Like what happened there? I guess.
I just blacked out, in those moments. Once I touched home, everybody was kind of swarming me, and I just got pushed off to the side. So then, just kind of ran around everybody and went out to right field for the meeting. But I mean, I really remember what happened. I hit a ball and then I started running. So.
Did you know it was gone right off the bat?
I did. It's just one of those swings where you take it and it feels good. So I was happy.
For you, where does this moment rank for you in terms of playing?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I hadn't hit yet, honestly. But man, it's pretty special. It's up there for sure.
Did you have any conversation? Did you say anything to Dalton before his at bat?
No, I didn't say anything to him. They told him to get hot in the ninth because Snead, obviously righty, going to run the ball into lefties' barrels. So, we have total confidence in him. I've seen the work he's put in. I've seen him take batting practice every day, and he's got a legit swing. And he could play anywhere in the country, and I'm happy he's an LSU Tiger.
You guys getting used to the crazy long delays now for these games?
I wouldn't say used to, but yeah, I would guess. I mean, that's like the 5th or 6th time this year that we've kind of just sat around at the field for a couple hours. But we got a lot of things to do here, keep us entertained. So stayed locked in and was able to go get a win.